Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not familiar with Leah Thomas, she is, or he is, the swimmer that won the NCAA championship, but in the women's division. He is not a woman. He calls himself a woman, but he was not born a woman, okay? He is a transgender, right? And he was able to compete in women's sports. Now, watching certain YouTube channels, they're doing reactions on the topic. People are, as I can say, 50-50 on it. I don't know why, but things don't become a problem until the problem is at your front door. Oh, that's when it's a problem. So people don't really see like from a distance. They just see what's in front of you. Well, it's not bothering me, Well, why don't you just let her play, Until it's your daughter out there and she getting her ass whooped by a dude, now we gotta make moves, right? So mediocre tutorials and reviews. He is going to be reacting to this one man who goes around campus and goes around, not a campus, he goes around the school, just around a city. And he is going to be asking the question, is it okay for men to be competing in women's sports as long as they identify as a woman? All right, let's see what he has to say. No, let's see what the people have to say. Let's get right into it.
Conversation. Should men play in women's sports? And it's this young man that's going around, I believe he's on a college campus, and he's asking, should men, biological males, play with biological females in their sports? Very interesting conversation. Without further ado,
I think it is okay for a man who identifies as a woman to enter female sports and play against females as a biological male.
Yes, I think it's fair.
Of course.
I think it's fine. You can't tell somebody what they feel as a gender. If they feel like they're a female and they want to compete in female sports, then it should be allowed.
It should be allowed. You know what? If y'all don't give a shit, then I don't neither. I'm gonna be real honest. If y'all don't give a shit, then I don't neither. I hope them transgenders take all y'all sports. Because if y'all don't give a shit, I don't neither.
If she is a woman, then she's supposed to play with other women and women's sports.
I don't think it's fair to the women. Biologically, there are differences with men and women.
Their biological
Some
built
logic.
is masculine, so I can see where people get upset, but it's not something that you can restrict them on because they want to identify as a woman.
okay, yeah, classic fact over feelings, or feelings over facts, rather, as if
Exactly.
the size of the man's hands, as if
You got the BLT community, arguing with science, shit that you see on pencil and paper, shit that you can prove, and they are pushing against science. That's how big and strong their community is. Not their community isn't a big community, but they have a strong community, and they will show up at your business if you so much as say something crazy about their community. Ain't that something? That's wild, isn't it?
So the U.S. House of Representatives passed the Equality Act on Friday, which would force federally funded organizations to adhere to someone's gender identity. So if they want to enter sports, if they want to go into female bathrooms or male bathrooms, depending on the person, they have to adhere to that. Yeah. It hasn't passed the Senate yet, so it's still a bill, it's not law. But is that something you guys would support?
I could support that.
I feel like that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, you can't
There's
tell
nothing
somebody
how to
they
live.
feel a certain way.
Yeah.
You can't jurisdict that.
I think it can cause really some drama because now we have to kind of tiptoe around, make sure we don't misgender people.
You have these biological males entering the sport.
Yeah.
But the females in the sport, a lot of them don't want them in there because as soon as they come in, they dominate, putting these women at a disadvantage. And they've been fighting for that like their whole lives.
Right.
So is that
But
the right
you know,
thing?
it's just like anything, transgender or not. There's always can be somebody that comes in and can dominate the field.
They would feel more comfortable like participating among females than with other males, I think.
So my question to that, I'm just I'm almost saying like devil's advocate or whatever, but there are women who feel uncomfortable with these people coming in there. Transgender athletes would be a huge minority compared to an actual female athlete in this situation. So should we cater to the minority at the expense of the majority?
No.
Ooh, sweetheart, you gotta use your brain. Oh damn. Go ahead and look at each other and think that over real quick.
Yes.
Really?
I think
This bitch is an idiot, dog. No, you idiot. No, they should not. Oh Jesus.
Be catering to their issue. I feel like it's more of an emotional thing that needs to be addressed.
She's
telling
cool.
them no, and you can't.
It sounds like she has the most sense out of the girls that he asked, even the dude that he asked. The dude said, you can't tell somebody how they feel. Bitch, this ain't about feelings. Physical competition. We already seen a bitch get her ass whooped by a transgender dude. A dude that was born a man and transitioned to a woman. Got her ass whooped, skull cracked by a man. And y'all allowed this shit. You know what? If y'all don't give a shit, neither do I. Just go, you know what? Let y'all skull get cracked. Get fucked up. Good. Maybe y'all learn. Y'all got all this backbone towards straight dudes. You know, when it comes to that BLT community, you know, when it comes to that bussy community, it sounds like to me, y'all ain't got no smoke, huh? Interesting. Okay. This dude was ranked 400 in the men's. Ranked number 1 just as soon as he went over there and played with the bitches. Ain't that something? That's some wild shit. Just as soon as you start playing with the females, that's when you start whooping everybody's ass. Interesting. Couldn't whoop a dude ass, but you know, you whooping them bitches real good, bending them over your knee. I don't understand, bro.
What I am stating, I'll let you be the judge for that.
Yeah, I used to. in
What
high
sport?
school. I did swimming for a while.
Okay. So what if Rod here came into a sport, he got some long
Socratic
hair, put it in the
method.
sports, identifies woman now. Got some long
Socratic
hair, put it in the
method.
sports, identifies woman now. Came in, started dominating you. You finished first all the time. He comes in, he's first now. He gets the scholarship he wanted.
That pushed me that much harder.
He don't agree.
To beat him.
But he has a physical disadvantage. I mean, he has
Look.
a physical advantage over you, and he's faster, he's stronger, and no
I
matter
would
what
be
you
upset. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, bitch. I know you be upset, you dumbass. I don't answer no dumbass question like that. I would just make me push harder. No, you dumbass. The women will never be able to jump from the free throw line like LeBron or Michael Jordan. I give the women about 100 more years, because I see them dunking right now. They coming. These girls is coming. They dunking right now. But I need to see like more than rim grazer shit, like windmills and shit. Before they jump from that free throw line, it might take a whole nother 100 years. Look at that. You a whole nother 100 years behind. And dudes is shooting from the white line. It's difference. And she over here talking about you just try harder. Shut the fuck up, man.
I would be upset 100%. I can see where these girls are coming from.
To do this to LeBron James or anything, but let's just say he said I identify as a woman.
Yeah,
and he went to the
wanted to join.
WNBA,
Yeah.
destroyed them. You know, championship after championship after
Yeah.
championship. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
That's okay.
For me, it's okay.
At my
This bitch is literally a dumbass.
At this point, if this young brother agrees to this, he's just agreeing for the viscous innards. I mean,
I was just gonna say the same thing. He just want to fuck this bitch. If he agree to this shit, he want to fuck this bitch. If he agree, he want to fuck her.
you can't get any more clear than that. He's been quiet for a long time now. I know my brother over here is focusing on her because she seems to be the one with all the ideas. But at first, he was in complete agreement with her. Now I'm taking a look at him and his body language, and he's like, what do I do here? Do I agree with what makes sense, or do I continue to slay the buns? Let's keep going.
Okay.
Just the women need to work harder then.
Women need to work harder to
Yeah.
compete with LeBron James.
I think that they 100% can.
There's a
I think
ceiling,
they
mama.
To
can.
be LeBron James?
Yeah, I think so. Why not?
Okay. And
Why not?
Be
What
honest.
ridiculous.
I mean, that would be unfair because
It is unfair.
his height and his weight. That would be unfair because
It is unfair.
his height and his weight and his strength.
you said his, so he would.
Oh
technically-
well, her right. Her height, weight, and strength compared to naturally born women will be way off the charts compared to them.
But don't that sound weird?
He
You could just
converted
change
him.
it up to her, and you know LeBron James is a dude.
Yeah, but after it takes getting used to.
I think
This is a bitch ass nigga. I'm sorry. This is a bitch ass nigga. I'm about to stop the video right here because these bitch ass niggas out here nowadays, boy, I shit you not, boy. Y'all some weird ass niggas. Ugh.